friends, and welcome back to my studio. Thank you all so much for joining me today. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to a retreat put on by Kathleen Osmore for her Patreon students, and it was just an absolutely lovely experience. Met some wonderful people, made some great new friends, and one of my new friends asked me to remind her about a technique I showed her down there, so I'm just going to do that for you guys today. And what I'm doing is I'm using botanicals, so leaves, flowers, things like that, for printing. So this is a fern leaf that I have, and this is a type of eucalyptus that I just got from Trader Joe's. And I like this because it lays down nice and flat, so it's easy to work with on the jelly plat. For my paper, I have some nice heavyweight printer paper, and then I also have some tea bag paper here, and I'm going to use that for some different things. For my paints, I'm using Meaden paints today. Kathleen is just a very dear friend of mine, and she sent me this wonderful gift of a set of these, so I thought it would be fun to use these today too. So yeah, let's get down to it. I'm going to use Payne's Gray for the first example. Don't need a lot of paint. You just want a nice even coat. Got my roll-off paper over here. Always leave your brayer upside down. Okay, so I have my leaf. Just gonna place that right like that. Got my printer paper. Now, really want to get that in there. Use my fingers to really work into all those little places around the leaves, all around the edges. Now, I'm holding my paper down. I'm lifting this up, removing the leaf, and you can see there's an impression there. And now I'm just going to smooth that right back down and do the same thing. Really make sure I've got some good adhesion there. Okay, I'm going to let this sit for a minute while I work on this one. And let's see what's happened here. There we go. That's a really nice print. Now I had a little bit of paint that was left on my pad, but I don't mind that. It gives it kind of that grungy sort of look, and I'm really, really happy with this. There we go. So there's the first one. I'm going to fast forward through this one a little bit. So I'm just putting a layer of this lavender gray paint down and smoothing it out, nice thin layer like I normally do. I'm going to put my leaf down, and then I'm using my tea bag paper to pick up around the leaf, pick up the paint around the leaf. Now I like using a thinner paper, tea bag paper or tissue paper for this, so that it's easier to get in around those leaves. Then I'm going to use my little cool dryer here to speed up drying that layer of paint. And I really like this tool. It's nice to have something that's always on cool and doesn't add one more cord to my already crowded table. After that, I am going to put down a layer of Payne's Gray, roll that out, and put down another piece of printer paper to pull that print with. And then I'm just using the blower again to speed up the process of drying this last print before I pull it. For this next technique, I'm using a little more paint here. I'm actually using a fair bit more paint here. I really want my jelly pad to be saturated with paint. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking my leaf here, I'm laying it down, and I'm pressing it into the wet paint. And then I'm going to pick up the leaf, I'm going to redistribute paint, and I'm going to turn the leaf over to make sure that both sides are equally coated. And then I'm going to use 2 pieces of copy paper, and I do like doing this on a jelly pad. If you have a second one, if you don't worry about it though. You can do this directly on the table. I just think using the jelly pad makes it a little bit easier. And then I'm really going to get in there with my fingers again, all the little spaces and textures. And then you end up with 2 very nice prints that are nice and simple, kind of minimalist prints. Now for this one, there was a little bit of green paint on the leaf, so that ended up on one of my prints, but I don't hate it. I really kind of like the variegation it gives. And then for this last technique, I am setting my paper up to do what's called registering. And what that does is it just keeps your paper in the same place so that the prints, when you're doing layers of paint, you get the print in the same place each time. Now, I have a whole video on registering alone if you want more of that technique. So here I'm just putting down some orange paint, nice bright orange paint. And this first layer of paint I'm putting down is just going to be a background color. So I'm not going to do anything with the leaves at this point. I'm just putting the paper right down and creating a background color for my print. For this second layer, I'm using a blue. Now, I wish I'd used a little bit brighter of a blue. This ended up being a more muted blue than I really wanted, but that's okay. It still shows you the technique. So here I am putting my leaves down. I'm gonna grab a couple of different branches so that I fill out a little more of the paper. And then I'm going to bring that paper over the plate again, and I'm going to pick up that surround of the paint. And look at this contrast. This ends up really, really nice. So I'm going to remove the leaves. I'm going to pick up that paint that's on the plate. If it all doesn't come up, that's fine. You can always use a wet wipe to clean that up a little bit. And now I'm putting down a really nice deep dark red. And that's going to add some nice contrast too. And I'm basically just repeating the last step. With the 4 types of papers. So this one, I wish I would have done a little higher contrast with the colors, but I still really like it. Now, all of these can be used as collage paper, but the other thing you can do with these is add a mat. And look how that just really sets that off. This would be great in a frame. Same thing here. This would make a great print. And then lastly, for this one, look how nice that looks with a black print or black mat. So yeah, I am really happy with these. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.